Hello everybody, it's Mr. E here with Louisiana Homestead. It is May 22nd on a Friday. It's about 11:15. I'm gonna do something kind of scary today. I hope it works. I got a tree to cut down. It's one of my projects I had scheduled for today, and I want to take y'all along and get some footage of that. I'm getting started on it late this morning because Miss KK was working on her filling orders for her eBay store and working on a video, editing a video. So she was gonna do I took out a lamb shoulder that we raised, and she was gonna stuff that with garlic and make a roast for tomorrow's lunch, Saturday. My son and his wife comes and a granddaughter, and so she was in there busy doing all that stuff, so I decided to prep up stuff. So I cut the onions and the garlic, and I went and picked some new potatoes. I should have brought the camera, but I've got some little new potatoes that I picked. We took a picture of it. She might put on this video. And we had some green beans, snap beans we picked the other day, so we're gonna make that. So I cleaned the beans and broke them in half and got the new potatoes and cut off the little imperfections on them and boiled that and got that ready. I prepped everything up for her, so I'm just getting to some of my other projects. Of course, I had to go do, tend to the sheep and the goats and the chickens and all that, the daily routine. So anyway, I'm just getting on my project. Today I planned on picking some more green beans, cutting down this tree, and I got some garlic back here. This first line of garlic that you see right here is still drying, and it's hard to dry right now because we've been getting rain, and they forecasting 70, 80, 90% every day and night for the next 7 or 8 days. But anyway, this garlic had been here just a few weeks, and this one is just about dry now. So I have to cut them down and sort through what's good and what's not. So that's one of my projects today. And I'm here in the old shed from the property that we purchased. You might have seen some of the videos on the nightmare house, all the stuff we had to do with it. So I converted that to a little work area where I can hang my garlic. I got some cricket cages for fishing to save the crickets when we fish. I'm gonna stack wood in here, firewood, and little pieces of wood to do little small carpenter work jobs. So that's what I'm doing in here. But let me take you guys and show you the trees that we're gonna work on. Now, one of them, there's 2 trees. One of them I can't cut down because I'm afraid a part of the tree is gonna fall into the top of this old house here. So my daughter-in-law taught me this. She's awesome. To take Tordon, I don't know if y'all can see that. You can cut a tree down and put it on the stump, or blaze a tree with a saw or a knife and put this stuff on there, and it kills it, and it'll die slowly over time. And I'm gonna do that with one where the limbs and stuff little pieces at a time will break off as it dies, and then it won't, I might can cut it down later and it won't be in jeopardy. The house won't be in jeopardy. But the other tree, there's nothing in the way except it's a little scary because it's a power line right there. But I'm gonna go show you with the camera. It would be impossible to fall on the power line. So I'm gonna take y'all to do that, and then later I'll take you maybe and get a little video footage of the garlic that we're working on. But let me take you and show you these trees and tell you the story. Been living here for 30 years, and from the little parish road to our house is on the other side of this old privacy fence. The power company has the electric wires, the service, electrical service. Miss E's brain's scattered, so I can't even think about what I want to say. It runs here, and it's got these trees that would grow. This tree right here, and this one over here, they would grow, and whenever we'd have wind, storms, rain, and the limbs would always hit these lines and knock the electricity out. So the power company would come and trim them. We've been asking them to cut the trees down, and they haven't really agreed to that totally. So they just trim it. Well, about a month ago, we signed a paper, and they said they agreed to go ahead and cut them now that we own this property. But they haven't come back and cut them. So Mr. E, this tree here, you see how they cut it where the limbs don't hit? Well, that still sprouts and grows. So I'm gonna get rid of it. And the way it's doing, it should fall over here somewhere. So I'm gonna come, I got the saw there already. I'm gonna go on the other side of that fence. I got this fenced off where the dogs can have a yard, they can't get out. I'm gonna go on the other side of that fence and cut this tree. Y'all say a prayer for me. This one over here, I don't like the way some of these limbs are. It looks like it might catch the roof of the house if I cut it down. So I'm just gonna ring it, as they say, cut a blaze on it, cut some of the bark off, and put that Tordon on it here in a little while. So I'm gonna take this around the fence, and we're gonna cut that down, that tree, and hopefully we won't have no problems. It's a little scary because it's by my fence. It might mess my fence up. I hope not. And some weird things can happen when you cut trees down. I don't see how it could possibly fall back toward the power line. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it. All right, I'll meet y'all on the other side of the fence. Okay, everybody, I'm on the other side of the fence. We're gonna try to go cut that thing down. I'm using a real small saw, so I'm gonna have to whack at it. Mr. E's shoulder basically goes in and out of socket. I need a shoulder replacement, and I pay for it when I do stuff like this, but I'm using it small saw because I can handle it better with the shoulder. So I'm gonna try to work on that tree. Y'all say a prayer for me, and I believe we'll be all right. All right, y'all, here we go. Thank you, Heavenly Father. It fell right where I thought it would. We're gonna Tordon that stump to kill it so it don't sprout back up. I'm full of sawdust. And we're gonna cut that up for firewood. And the other tree, I don't trust where that one limb's gonna fall, so we're just gonna Tordon it. Okay? That tree there. I'm gonna turn the camera off again. I'm gonna go to the other side, and I'm gonna start working on that tree. And maybe I'll Tordon that other one. I'll ring it from this side, then I'll go on the other side and finish ringing it, and I'll blaze it and put some Tordon on it. Thank you, Jada, for teaching me how to do that. She's been at war with chicken trees in the pasture. And that Tordon is amazing. It'll rot them stumps. It's awesome. In case you're wondering, I got my, I don't know if y'all seen that just now. Got some red ribbon on my, in case I gotta tighten the chainsaw chain or the chain comes off. But if you drop it like Mr. E does, you can't find your tool, you can find it with that red ribbon on there. that's the tip for the day. All right. Man, that sawdust ate me up. I'm gonna finish ringing this tree. I did it from one side. do it from this side. We're gonna put that Tordon poison on it to kill it. We're gonna poison this baby. That ought to take care of them trees. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and try to cut this up for firewood. We'll get some footage of that. But y'all leave that in the comments. I'm fighting this sawdust. Y'all leave that in the comments if you've experienced that. A tree can look relatively small, and when you cut it down and get close to it, you realize it's way bigger than you thought. That base of that tree over there, it's a big, big hunk. And where it's all bent and crooked, full of knots, I'm probably not even gonna work my saw hard with that stuff. I'll burn it in a burn pile somewhere, but I probably won't cut that biggest part into firewood, but the rest of this I will, because it's a pin oak type tree. That other one that I rung is like a live oak. I don't think that's real great for wood, and it's rough on your saw. Anyway, let me quit talking and get this work done. Let me see how much battery they got left on here. It looks like a pretty good bit. Couldn't kill the saw. I'm gonna take a break and fill this up with gas. And go put something on my shoulder and take some ibuprofen. I'll be back, y'all, if the Heavenly Father's willing. Whew. I'll be back. I need to change the battery too. Well, y'all, I took a little break, and I ain't gonna lie, my brain makes my body do stuff I ought not be doing. I push through, but I pay for it. In case you didn't know, I got so many injuries. It puts a toll on me. But sometimes you gotta overlook that and keep on going. When you stop, you drop, I guess. So I pay for it, but the Heavenly Father still blessed me to get stuff done. Anyway, so I just went to take some ibuprofen. As long as I don't overdo it, I'll be all right. We're gonna cut a little bit more, y'all. Y'all leave that in the comments if y'all have a Stihl chainsaw. Every once in a while, these newer versions, it's hard to get this oil cap back on. I don't know why. Tell me if y'all experience that. I guess my speaker is still working. And what about using true fuel type fuels instead of gasoline in your gas powered outdoor equipment? This is a Husqvarna brand, but since they started with all that ethanol stuff, me and my son started using it true fuel in our power saws and that kind of stuff. All right, I'm gonna try to get a little bit more done if my body will cooperate. I might cut a few more logs off of there. And then the power company left. When the power company trimmed the other day, they left me a few pieces right here off of this same tree, I guess, that I'll cut up here in a little bit. And we'll get that on video, I guess. Maybe I can get 2 more logs out of there fairly easy without getting my saw blade in the dirt. If you get that chain in the dirt, it's gonna be dull. Apparently got to pull the trigger to do it. I'm gonna have to look that up. That's about all the strenuous work I can do today. I'm gonna take a break, y'all, and get this sawdust off of me. It's itching. And we'll turn the camera back on. My other plans for the day on the homestead, the priorities, I need to salvage some of that garlic. Some of it's going bad, but it was some, it's wet and humid right now, but it was some hardneck garlic, which is really supposed to be growing up north. So I never expected it to cure just right, but a lot of it is good. But I got to go through it and get whatever's bad out and take it down and put it in a shed for storage. I need to do that, and I need to pick some more snap beans. They're growing like crazy. I picked some cucumbers this morning and some new potatoes and our first tomato. Miss KK got a picture of that. So I am going to take a break, y'all. I'll turn the camera back on when we fool with that garlic and picking green beans. Thank the Heavenly Father we got that project done, and nothing got broke or torn up. No danger. Got it cut. I'll push that off with the tractor. Maybe I'll put a video on that. So we're going to add that to our firewood collection. We're going to start, this is going to be our firewood splitting area right here. You bring it in on this side with the tractor, take it out on the other side, go store it in that shed over there to be out of the weather. I'll store a little bit right here behind the wood splitter, and the rest we'll store in there. We'll just keep cutting. All right, I'll see y'all hopefully when we do the garlic. Hey y'all, we back. We took a little break. We got the tree cut down, and I'm gonna try to pick some of these snap beans, pole beans, before that camera gets hot and before it rains. Then I'm gonna go to pick the garlic. Not pick the garlic, but take some of the harvested garlic down and put it up for storage. I want to show y'all some of these beans. It's crazy. Some of these are Kentucky Blue, which is a cross between Kentucky Wonder and Blue Lake. I guess y'all can see all that. I wanted to pick them before it rains because the past 2 or 3 days we've been having 80, 90, 100% rain predicted every day and every night, and we've been getting it, but not the whole time. But and for the next 7 or 8 days, they predicted 80 to 90 to 100% every day and every night. So let me go to picking these beans. We got some cooking right now with some new potatoes. Y'all leave comments if you know what I'm talking about. Some homemade, homegrown snap beans with some homegrown new potatoes is delicious. But I was gonna talk about the type of beans. Oh yeah, Kentucky blue. And I think that's what they were called. And they got one called Jack's Magic Beans. It says it makes twice as much, and it does. It's crazy. I picked about a gallon 2 days ago. I had it wrote down. Kentucky Blue, yeah, which is Kentucky Wonder and Blue Lake. I know I used to plant one called a Contender. And there's another one I'm trying to think of. Oh, I see a stink bug. I'm gonna have to come do something about them. Because right now these beans are pretty. They not bug stung or nothing yet. Man, these things are loaded down. I just came from the house and took a bite of these snap beans with these new potatoes. It's unbelievably good. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for all that wonderful stuff. Okay, I got the camera looking up, but y'all get the idea. I'm gonna pick the rest of these. They all over, and I got some more at that other arbor over here. So I already picked some cucumbers this morning. These cucumbers is doing awesome. Look at this, some tomatoes. I got this tripod caught on all kind of stuff because I didn't take the camera off of it. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off because the sun's gonna get it hot, I know. And I'm gonna finish picking these, then we're gonna go to the other arbor, we'll look at them, and then we'll go take care of the garlic if the Heavenly Father lets us. Okay, this is the other arbor. I got some hanging on it. We're gonna get them picked, and we'll show y'all how much we got. Then we'll get on that garlic. Okay? I know Mr. E ain't real good with this camera, but I'm trying. All right. These Jack's Magic Beans is unbelievable. How much beans, they just hanging everywhere. I already picked most of them, I think. It's kind of like a cucumber though. You don't know if you missed some or not. Look at that, y'all. Some of these plants are getting thinned out right here. Time to plant another batch of them. Okay, that looks like it's about it. This is what we picked. I'm gonna say it's about a gallon. I'll go take care of that garlic real quick, y'all. All right, this garlic was picked about nearly 3 weeks ago. This one was picked, and this one is soft neck garlic, which is what we're supposed to raise here in Louisiana. And this is picked about 4 weeks ago, and that is hard neck garlic. I'm gonna take it down, and we're gonna separate what seems to be good one and the bad one. And the bad one, we'll take it and we'll put it in fertilizer tea for the garden. The good one, we'll put it in storage. And the soft neck garlic needs to sit there another week or so. It's hard to dry out because we've been getting so much rain. All right, so I'm gonna get that down, then I'll show you what we're doing. Okay, we got the garlic down. We're gonna sort through it. We're gonna throw the bad stuff in a bucket. It's gonna go to fertilizer tea, and the good stuff we're gonna bring in a storage shed I got. I dropped my rag somewhere. I don't know what I did with it. I had some water in here. There it is. See, some of it is kind of good. It needs to be eaten now. It's not going to store. I'll put it in the good pile for now until I can sort through it a little better. Some of it's soft, some of it's not. So far, most of this is good. Tell you what, I'm gonna get something. I'm gonna put the questionable that I need to sort through quick. Put it in something separate. It's kind of, some of it's soft. Like I said, that's that hard neck garlic. Really not supposed to be raised here because it doesn't cure well, I don't think. It's supposed to have some cold, 40 days of good cold. Or 30 days of 40-degree weather or below, something like that. I'm not an expert on it. Most of this garlic feels good. So if y'all can see, in here be the questionable. Like, need to go through it quick. This stuff feels pretty good. It should store pretty good. But y'all get the idea. I ain't gonna bore you. This one is definitely no good. I don't want to bore y'all with all this. So I'll turn that camera off in a little bit and I'll get this done. Then I'll show you how much we got in the good bowl, how much we got in the questionable bowl container that really needs to be going through right away. All this other stuff we're gonna put in the fertilizer tea. Minus the hay string, I hope. Ooh, I'm getting wore out. Okay, so thank y'all for watching, for joining us. We're glad you did. Before we close the video out, I'll get you I'll show you how much we got in those bowls. Okay, y'all, I'm well pleased with the turnout here. I'm wore out, so I'm about to cut this off. I want to thank everybody for watching our channel, for tuning in with us, spending some time with us. If y'all can help us out, like, share, and subscribe, like they say. Let me show you what we came out with. This bowl is full, and it's a big bowl. That's full of, should be all pretty good garlic. I'm gonna put in a storage shed to keep drying. And this little old bowl is questionable, some soft. I'm thinking that, I believe that I can go through them and cut up all the good stuff before rot takes hold of it, and maybe put it in a jar in the ice box to use. Has anybody out there ever froze any like that? Let me know in the comments. I'm just wondering if you could freeze it, how well it'll do. But I'm well pleased. There's hardly, this bucket is mostly just all the stalks. There wasn't hardly any waste, except unless some of this waste. And I think I'll get up, if I can tend to it in the next few days, it'll be fine. So it really did good. Well, y'all, that's a jam-packed video. I don't know what Miss Kay's gonna do with all of it. She can put it all together as far as I'm concerned. Thank y'all for watching. Appreciate y'all. Take care of each other. And thank the Heavenly Father, give him all glory, credit, and honor, and everything. Thank y'all. Bye-bye.